Have you ever felt trapped in your own personality? Or like you're playing a different character in your life? Or maybe you have your unfiltered version of yourself that you want to show to people, but you're afraid that if you show that version of yourself, people will walk away? That is okay. And that is what our character Miki gets into in the Ramparts of Ice. So let's talk about it.
In a world full of snacks, facts, and fun, one guy presses record. It's Jakobi-Won on franchise!
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you for tuning in today to day 22 of Anime, which is the daily series here on the channel where we're going to be posting one video a day in the month of May to promote anime. So today we're going to be talking about Ramparts of Ice, specifically the newest episode, because Ramparts of Ice keeps making great episodes that have such a psychological depth to them that kind of are all relatable in a way that I feel like each topic and each emotional style that they're doing deserves to be talked about and enlightened too, because everybody deserves to hear the story that they're trying to tell. So this week they're talking about Miki's story and her story about perfection. Miki had a rough childhood and middle school as she was more of the aggressive tomboy type figure, and she kind of just felt like another one of the dudes. Then when she got into high school, she wanted to repair those relationships and kind of become one of the girls and make female friends in high school that were to accept her. But because of this, she didn't feel like her normal personality would be accepted by these girls, so she created a new persona. She created a girly persona to kind of fit in with these people, even though that wasn't who she is. She was this more aggressive, adventurous, funny, quirky type girl that wanted to just go have fun and be with friends. And this started eating at her because she saw herself in a way that she was living these two different lives, and it was exhausting. It was driving her insane, and you could see that she complains to Ko-yoon a lot about it. But here's the turning point of when we realize something. It's whenever she goes with Yota and Minato. She realizes that she feels comfortable with them. She feels accepted by them, and she feels at peace. She feels that she is her true self when she is with them, and those are her true friends with Ko-yoon as well. She does not feel like that with the other girls that she's made friends with in high school. She feels more reserved, agitated, and wanting to fit in rather than knowing that she's already fitting in. And the turning point comes where she talks to Ko-yoon, and Ko-yoon kind of talks to her about it, and she realizes that if she wants to be her true self around her other friends, that she needs to go up and talk to them about it and tell them who she truly is, and that she's been living a double persona. And so she does that, and her female friends realize it, and they end up accepting her for who she is, and they want to still be friends, and they realize that her new personality, her original personality, is actually way cooler than the personality that she was making up for them anyway. So I love that. I love that about this story, because it shows that it's tough to live two different personalities, and it's hard to live two different lives at any age in our lives. And I think this is a reflection to our day and kind of a mirror that we can look back on. Because of the digital era that we're in, with social media, peer pressure, the constant push to be perfect and to present our perfect self, this is kind of causing us to make another persona that could be accepted by others, because we are afraid that our true persona may be pushed away once we reveal it, or they won't accept us if we show who we truly are. And that can be tough because as humans, we want to feel accepted and we want to feel like we belong. But we can't go going around trying on different personalities and putting on different masks around different people, because that doesn't work. Because when we put on those masks, it's like we're receiving emotional feedback to a persona that isn't really us. And it doesn't really affect us that well. And it kind of just eats at us and hurts us more than helps us. And the best way to do this is to accept your true self and kind of come to terms that it doesn't matter if you need to be accepted by everybody. It only matters that you need to be accepted by your true friends and the true people that are there to care for you and want you around and appreciate you for who you truly are. And we see this at the end of the episode that Koyun, Minato, and Yota truly accept Miki for who she is. Even though she is struggling through that hardship, she finally feels accepted and finally feels like she could be her true self. So I encourage you to do the same and to look at Miki's story and see what you guys can improve on and how you too can live a life without exhaustion and without a second persona, so that you could live your true self out there in this life. So I hope this was inspiring, and I hope that you could take something away from this and from the Ramparts of Ice, because every episode of Ramparts of Ice, I love it, and I take away a good, thought-felt message from each episode, and I love it so much. So if you liked this video, make sure to leave a like on the video and go to the comment section down below and tell me what you think of the Ramparts of Ice and what you've been doing to kind of help with that problem that you've been going with. I know it's tough and I know it's hard, but I know that together we could get through any situation, because problems are not meant to be solved alone. It's meant to be solved together with the ones who truly accept you and want you to be who you truly are every step of the day. So make sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time on another Jakobi-Won video. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all later.